Hi guys, welcome back to this week Technical Insights. Singapore stocks ended last Friday, 6 October in the green, along with most of the major other Asia indices. The STI advanced 19 points or 0.61% to settle at 3,174 points. On the broader Singapore market, winner outnumbers losers 329 to 268. About 1.3 billion shares worth 802 million were traded. In the Asia region, most indices also closed higher on Friday. The Hang Seng Index jumped 272 points or 1.58% to close at 17,485 points. The FTSE Taiwan 50 Index gained 71 points or 0.59% to finish at 12,229 points. The Nikkei 225 Index, however, slipped 80 points or 0.26% to end the week at 30,994 points. Chinese markets were closed for the week-long Golden Week national holiday. Hong Kong stocks had a short trading week due to the national holiday on Monday, 2nd of October. For the week, the Dow Jones Index closed lower by 0.3% to finish at 33,407 points. The S&P 500 ended the week up 0.48% to 4,308 points, breaking a 4-week negative streak. The Nasdaq Composite Index also notched a positive week and climbed 1.6% to 13,431 points. Technology shares led the S&P 500 sector gains on Friday, gaining 1.94%. Back in Asia, the Hang Seng Index climbed for a second day in a row on Friday as China economic recovery gained momentum, as manufacturing expanded, fanning optimism that the government will enhance the rebound with more policy stimulus. This trimmed the Hang Seng Index losses for the week to just about 1.82% for the short trading week. Our STI index declined about 1.34% last week, or about 50 points, to finish at 3,174 points. Our three local banks traded mixed last week. Both DBS and OCBC managed to finish the week in a positive range, up 0.45% and 0.31% respectively. UOB, however, ended the week down 0.84% to finish at $28.26. SGX also ended the week in the green as well, up 0.21% to $9.77. For the week, the biggest winner on our STI index was Singapore Airlines. SIA shares surged about 18 cents on Friday or 2.83% to close at $6.55. For the week, it is up 1.39%. At the opposite end, the biggest loser on the STI was offshore and marine counter Seatrium. Seatrium shares slid about 0.2 cents or 1.6% on Friday to close at 12.3 cents. For the week, the stock crashed about 8.21%. So for this week's technical analysis, let's look at both SIA and Seatrium. First up, let's look at SIA. SIA shares surged about 18 cents or 2.83% last Friday to close at $6.55. For the week, the stock managed to gain 1.39%. The year-to-date high was achieved on 16th of June at $7.77. Year-to-date low is at 3rd of January at $5.46. The primary trend that we observed since the low of October last year is a general uptrend. The pullback that we saw from the recent year-to-date high in June is a counter-trend move. We saw that the 20 days moving average crossed below the 50 days moving average on 24th of August, exacerbating the drop. Last Friday's jump in SIA share price was capped at the 20 days moving average or the Bollinger Band basis, now reading at $6.59. The next resistance level to watch out for will be the 50 days moving average line, which is the yellow line that you see here at $6.85. The support level for the SIA share price will be the recent low that you see on 4th of October at $6.24. And nearby this area will be the red color line, which is the 200 days moving average in red at $6.16. Looking at the MACD indicator, the MACD line managed to eke above the signal line last Friday. This is a positive sign as the pullback that you see in the counter trend may be changing or merging with the positive uptrend again. However, this change in trend and momentum is still weak as both the MACD line and the signal line are still below the MACD zero baseline. The latest reading on the RSI last Friday was at 44 points. It was up from 4th October low reading of 18 and above the 14 days RSI moving average of 28, both of which are below the 30-point oversold mark in the RSI, signaling that SIA shares has triggered the oversold signal, with the MACD indicator signaling that we may be going back into the primary uptrend, and the RSI having triggered the oversold signal last week. It may be a good time to accumulate SIA shares around the support area of $6.24 or the 200 days moving average at $6.16. Next, let's take a look at offshore and marine counter Seatrium, previously known as Sembcorp Marine. Seatrium shares tanked 1.6% last Friday to close at 12.3 cents. For the week, it crashed about 8.21%. The year-to-date high was observed on 3rd of February at 14.8 cents, and year-to-date low was on 13th of March at 10.1 cents. The primary trend that we observed since the low of March this year is an uptrend. The pullback that we saw recently since the high on 4th September at 14.7 cents is a counter trend to the primary trend. We saw that the 200 days moving average crossed below the 50 days moving average on 25th of September, aggravating the drop in the last few weeks. Last Friday, the share price drop breached the lower bound of the Bollinger Band at 12.4 cents. The resistance level to watch now will be the 200 days moving average, which is the red line that you see here at 13 cents. The support level for Seatrium shares will be the low on 31st May at 11.7 cents. Below this support level, we may be able to see that the share price touched the year-to-date low again in March at 10.1 cents. Looking at the MACD indicator, the MACD line is seen diverging away from the signal line. Now, this is a negative sign. It shows that the pullback in the downtrend momentum is still very strong, and the counter trend may not have come to an end yet. The latest reading on the RSI last Friday was 23. This signals that Seatrium shares are now in oversold territory. The lowest RSI reading we saw this year in Seatrium shares was also around the 23 points reading somewhere in February. And then we saw a very strong rebound from that year-to-date low after the RSI hit this number of 23. While the RSI has already triggered the oversold signal, it will be more conservative and prudent to wait for the MACD to confirm that the downtrend momentum that we observed so far is actually starting to subside before traders can consider getting back into Seatrium shares again at the 31st May low of 11.7 cents. And with that, I've come to the end of this week's video. As usual, if you find this video useful, do consider giving us a like or a share and hit that subscribe button to stay up to date to our latest content. And I'll see you again next week in the next Technical Insights.